Good evening, my fellow Exorcists, and welcome to the Lair of the Film Exorcist. Tonight, Gold Squadron will be reviewing Star Wars The Bad Batch Episode 11, Devil's Deal, as the seeds of rebellion ferment on an Outer Rim world. The Empire schemes to squash it. So, pretty much, the Outer Rim world, surprisingly enough, is, Ryloth. A place we haven't been since Rebels, and, wow. We even get to see a young Hera Syndulla before she became the great pilot of the Rebellion Navy. And we also get to meet her mother, who, sadly, we learned during Rebels she dies before that series, so I'm sad to say that I'm pretty sure the next episode we're going to see her end up getting killed by a stray bullet. Orn Free Taa is my least favorite senator in the entire Star Wars universe, especially after reading how, during Legends continuity, he actually sold his people over to the Empire for multiple riches. So it's kind of good to see that fat bastard gets what's coming to him, basically, after all the slavery that he put his people through. He should have died of at least a heart attack from all the food that he obviously partook. Screw Orn Free Taa, and long live the Syndullas.
Well, first off, it was nice to see a clone without the helmet on, and of course I'm talking about Howzer. And, I think his chip wore off. I don't know. He seems way more compassionate than your standard post-Order 66 clone.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris was simping over Howzer throughout the entire chat. But yeah.
I mean, hey, that hairline, I mean, come on.
Oh my god, yes.
That's the best hairdo I've seen on a clone ever.
Yeah, but no, it's amazing. And like you said, he is very compassionate, and that's a surprise for clones these days, because after all the problems with the inhibitor chip, them completely annihilating, or almost completely annihilating the Jedi, and just the bad vibes that you get whenever you see them on screen, that either the Bad Batch is going to get in big trouble, or just another city is going to be oppressed. I mean, we just saw in the last episode, Raxus getting oppressed, happens when even the most loyal subjects, they play their part a little too well, to the point that nobody in their planet supports them. And we do see that. Orn Free Taa, basically, the fat Twi'lek, this fat tub of lard, got what he deserved for turning his back on his people, and for basically setting up Chim Syndulla.
Yep, you got a nice headshot from Crosshair.
Yep.
I think this might be like the first non-Bad Batch arc that we're gonna get in the show.
Actually, it surprised me, because, I think 2 weeks ago, a friend of the channel, Wolf Entertainment, actually mentioned to me that he was kind of disappointed with the beginning of the Bad Batch, because he was hoping that there was a thing where the Bad Batch end up meeting up with Ahsoka and Rex as they're escaping the moon that they crashed on. And I kind of told him, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, because this is a Bad Batch show, and they're all the way on the other side of the galaxy, where Ahsoka and Rex, I believe, were closer to Mandalore, which is, again, on the other side of the Outer Rim. No, this really surprised me, because I didn't expect us to ever leave the Bad Batch like that.
Yeah, I think the Bad Batch is more of a bridge between the end of Revenge of the Sith and Rebels, because we see that they're establishing the seeds of the rebellion, and now we're getting introduced to characters that we know from Rebels.
So we're getting to know Hera more as a young person, and, obviously that little meetup with the Bad Batch, which obviously it was going to happen. Everyone that we see that we either know or will know is going to have some kind of cross with them. So I mean, I do like that.
Right. And honestly, I think the Bad Batch are gonna help try to start the rebellion on Ryloth. I mean, you're not just gonna give them a cameo like that. I think Hera is going to find a way to contact them, bring them into this, and it's gonna start back up the Ryloth rebellion that Cham Syndulla was in charge of both in the Clone Wars and in Rebels. And we may even get to see a bit of Numa again.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see her in this episode.
I mean, it kind of... maybe Numa is related to Cham Syndulla's lieutenant.
Oh, Gobi Glee.
Right, Gobi. But yeah, maybe they're related, and she decides to take up the fight after Gobi dies.
I like to call it. I like to smell death here, and I definitely think that either the next episode or the one after that, we're gonna have either Howzer die, Hera's mother die, and Gobi Glee die, or all three of them die, and maybe in the next couple of episodes. But I mean, that would be kind of what I expect from Howzer. He definitely looks like he's not really wanting to do, I guess, the orders that he's given. And I don't know about the other clones, though. That's just kind of, I'm starting to question that. Like, what about the other clones? If there's no Jedi on Ryloth, why is he so hesitant? Like,
right.
Why is, like, what about the other clones? Are they also having the chip, or have they just following orders? Because I mean, none of them are actually talking, so we don't know. And like the way that Howzer talks, he's like, "Sir, General." He responds by Howzer. He's not responding by CT, such and such and such. He's responding by that. So I don't know. I feel like the chip has not been activated, and I don't know. I definitely think that if he is there long enough, I would love to see him get to meet the Bad Batch. I don't think he'll meet Rex, but meet the Bad Batch, maybe work together a little bit, and then kind of like pull a sacrifice, kind of like others. I can't remember his name, but was it Hardcase or whoever it was? Like, live to fight another day or something like that. That'd be
that
cool.
was Hardcase. That was Hardcase. Right.
So like something like that, like sacrifice himself for his brothers. That would be kind of cool. But I doubt that that'd be the case. But I mean, he is such a great character, a good-looking character too. I mean, honestly, seeing this morning all the simping that Twitter is doing, it was just hilarious to watch. That's kind of why I sent y'all that little clip. But I've seen it so much more, and I don't know. I mean, I might just cut my hair like that. I have long hair at this point, so might need to get the Howzer cut.
And it's also cool to see that like the clones that found Hera didn't immediately like try and shoot her. I don't know if it's because they knew who she was or they just thought she was a random Twi'lek kid or something.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't talk, so that's the thing too. With them not talking, we don't know like what's their train of thought. Like, are they gonna like shoot at her or just like, we'll just take this kid back?
And this brings it back to the whole, like what you were saying earlier, like we don't know if their chips were activated or not. We don't know that. Because, like you said, there were no Jedi on Ryloth. The last one was Mace Windu back in like season 3 or 4 or something like that. And then he left and it's just been clones ever since.
Yeah, I just looked it up. There was no Jedi on Ryloth during Order 66.
No, I do agree. I mean, would it be crazy if, I don't know if anyone, I think anyone can say it, but like, what if Admiral Rampart says execute Order 66? That would be something. Because, I mean, that's one of the things I noticed in this episode, too. Admiral Rampart, like, he's a genius. He wasn't ever kind of like, desperate about the situation. He's just like, let's just surrender.
Yeah,
he played it right.
He's a strategist.
Right. So either Tarkin has trained this guy up, or they gave him a personality like his. 'Cause
my God.
I definitely like how he was able to basically win in this whole situation. You knock out someone that's useless, and you basically incriminate the man that is seen as a hero. So
that just
very
gave me
smart.
Admiral Daala vibes right there. The well-known admiral from Legends who nobody fucking likes her at this point because she was trained by Tarkin and ended up screwing up a few of her missions, ended up losing to the rebels, going to the Maw, which is this big wormhole surrounded base. She goes there, she watches over all these special super weapons, and later on she loses a super star destroyer when she comes back, and basically joins the Republic, the New Republic. Anything's possible. Well, we already know that Chamson Jewel is gonna survive. He's gonna get out of this. Hera's gonna get out of this instead of basically getting killed by Crosshair. Like I said, I don't think Hera's mother is gonna make it another episode, and yeah, this was honestly a really good episode, and I kind of like the little friendship that Omega had with Hera.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of makes me sad that if the Bad Batch don't survive, that they may never meet again, or if the Bad Batch do come back, they do meet her, they help her out, and who knows? Maybe they're both generals in the rebellion later on. We don't know what the future holds.
Yeah, we don't.
It's true.
I mean, it's cool to think about it, though.
Yeah. I'm also thinking about a small detail. I don't know if either of one of you noticed, but like, look how good Crosshair looks despite being cooked. Like, he does. I thought he was gonna get cybernetics, he was gonna get something, but he looks fine. The only thing that's different about him is he's got a shaved head and he's got that small little burn on his side. But I noticed that the burn on his side looks to be, if I'm wrong, I mean, I don't know if you want to look at the episode at like the very beginning, Chris, but we have him looking like he's got that burn right around where the chip would be. So if his chip is to be removed, it might be more painful than the rest of them.
Yeah.
No doubt. But I think that's it. I really do think that's it. I mean, it was also kind of fun to see the Blurgs again. The Blurg Riders. And, damn, Cham Syndulla and the rest easily took down a Juggernaut, which is pretty cool. But, yeah. And you also noticed that Cham didn't try to kill any of the clones. They stunned them.
Probably because he knows that the clones aren't really the bad guys. It's Admiral Rampart.
True. Well, also Orn Free Taa.
And also, did anyone hear hints of Luke's theme in this episode? I keep hearing some of that in this episode, like little hints and tidbits of it.
I didn't. I was mostly focused on the story, so I guess I missed that.
Yep. And right now, when she's talking with Cham, you can hear it in the background.
Yeah, I definitely heard that too. I thought it was a kind of a nice detail there.
Yeah, like I said, Dave Filoni surprised once again.
The seeds of rebellion have been planted.
Oh, for sure.
But anyway, yeah. Buddy, for most of it, if not an execution spot. But you know, A+.
Yeah. Yep, I give this episode an A+ as well.
I give it a good day.
We didn't hear that.
said I give it an A.
Okay. But yeah, I do think that's it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the little notification bell for more videos and to let Grandmaster YouTube know that we are doing a good job, that you enjoy hearing our reviews on these episodes, and just in good spirits. Any final words, guys?
Long live Howzer. Long live Captain Howzer, baby.
Long live Howzer. So yeah. Have a great night, guys. Good luck out there, and may the Force be with you always.